Well, it's supposed to be the most wonderful time of the year, but it can be the worst time of year if you're a target for thieves and scammers.
That's right. So how can you protect yourself and your property? And what are some big things to avoid around Christmas time?
Here to tell us more is York County Sheriff Bill King. Sheriff, thank you so much for taking the time.
Oh, absolutely. Well, one of the things that everybody can do is what we call harden to target. And by hardening to target, like we have a lot of Christmas presents around our tree. I mean, if they're visible from your window, I mean, people are going to see that. And oftentimes what we've had in York County is people will go up and they'll knock on the door. And then you open the door and they say, well, does Johnny Jones live here? No, it's not Johnny Jones. But the person is taking, absolutely, taking a look around and seeing what you have. That's one of the, we always call that hardening the target. The other thing is just to remove any barriers. If there's some trees that are blocking windows or some trees, you don't want that type of stuff because somebody could actually break into your house and the neighbors wouldn't see it anyway.
Wow.
Which brings me to another point. Know your neighbors, and tell them, hey, gee, I'm not expecting anybody. If you see something, give me a call, give the authorities a call. Mailing things, we have the little flag. Normally that's great, but so many people are mailing out gift cards and things like that. That's another thing that we have to be careful of. Just in my suggestion is that just go to the post office and put it in the post office.
Can we talk about porch pirates and is this something that you see pretty frequently? Is this a big problem?
What we do, actually, I just read a study that 19% of Americans will lose a package, on their porch. So this is this is another thing, and that's
of homes.
Yeah, I mean, frankly, if you don't have a Ring camera, I highly recommend it because that will deter a lot of people. And you can even buy just a fake sign that says, this is, surveilled or what have you. But do something just to kind of deter that, and don't have anything around the house like, a shovel, or don't leave that stuff out because that helps thieves to break into the house. You're giving them the tools to do that.
That's a good point.
The other thing after Christmas is so many people will just put their packages out on the curb. And you say, well, gee, what's wrong with that? Well, you're telling people, gee, I got a brand new TV, I got a brand new computer, I got this, I got that. So really break down those packages and put those in the barrel so that people can't see what it is that you might have in your home.
Yeah, really good advice.
Yeah. What about online scams? This could be a problem too. Are those more frequent this time of year? And what is your advice to some of our viewers?
I don't know if they're more frequent, but they are constant. It's horrible, and perhaps you just read about the one that that we just had with a PayPal scam. Not to cast a dispersion on PayPal, but this was one of those that if you use PayPal, and I've talked to probably a half dozen people that said, I get that same email, that it was a mistake. Did you, can you just click on this link or give us a call? Those are scams. If you don't have a problem with PayPal, don't do that. The other thing that we're going to have this time of year is the IRS. People are putting in their taxes. The IRS will send you letters. They're not going to call you. They're not going to email you. So that's another thing. Don't click on links that you're not familiar with.
We ran the story about that scam you just referenced this morning on Good Day Maine. We actually ran a sound bite from you, and you said you don't even answer the phone if you don't recognize the number unless it's in your contact list. Why is that? Just because you just never know who's on the other line? Because
I'm constantly getting calls, and I'm really thinking that this is so annoying and it takes up so much time that I think I'm past that age 62, so people will see that in a list and they'll start calling. I mean, I get a lot of calls before I put that block on for my funeral expenses. And it's like, hey, is your funeral covered, that type of thing. And frankly, it's probably good if you need it, but at this juncture, I'm not really interested in wasting my time during the workday to talk to a salesman or actually a potential scammer.
Yeah. Right, it's just not worth it sometimes. And are you seeing any trends in certain crimes right now?
Well, we do have a lot of the romance scam. We're having a lot of romance scams in York County where, somebody will call a senior and say, oh, I made a mistake. Or we had a recent case in which an older man was on a dating site And the woman says, well, I really can't afford this dating site. Can I speak to you offline? And then they started speaking offline, and it was the typical thing. She's due for an inheritance, but she needs some money to tide her over. And I think this individual, actually the family came to me and we spoke with this individual, that he sold some land so that he could give to her. And I think we stopped that. This was just in the last couple of weeks that he was so enthralled. And she sent him pictures, and frankly, the pictures look like a model that somebody, were all headshots, that I'm sure some scammer that's probably doesn't look anything like that sent this individual these pictures.
It must be tough when the emotions get involved, right? And then some of these scammers are just so good at manipulating people on the other line.
They absolutely are. Remember, a number of years ago, a lot of telemarketing companies went to third world countries, you know, like Jamaica and Nigeria, because the labor was cheaper, you know, and they were able to make phone calls throughout the world because of the North American numbering plan. And what we did is we taught many of these individuals telemarketing techniques, speak to them, overcome objections, and and make them need a product that they don't really need. So they use those valid sales techniques for evil.
Sounds like a lot of things to keep in mind,
Yes.
especially this time of year. Is there any kind of advice that really sticks out to you that maybe people should keep in mind this time of year?
Yeah, well, I don't want to be a downer or anything like that, but I just think be more cautious. You know, you wouldn't want someone to break into your car, you know, after your Christmas shopping, lock your car, try to park, even at home, lock your vehicle. If you have outside lights, turn them on. So, because this is the time of year that there's a lot of gifts around, and there's a lot of attractive targets.
Does it still shock you just the schemes that are being used and these scammers? They're just always like one step ahead. I mean,
Katie, you're absolutely right.
It's crazy.
It does shock me. It shocks me how innovative and how creative they are. And I often think if they use that for good, I mean, they would be millionaires,
Right.
you know? But yeah, it does shock me, because as soon as we put out a warning or we stop something, it's like whack-a-mole. Another one comes up.
all right. And can people give you a call if they're concerned about something?
That's another great point. Thank you for saying that. Always call the police. Never feel that we don't want, you know, a telephone call. Call your local police, tell them what's going on, because that one call could fit into something else that they're working on.
Very good
So
point.
yeah, absolutely. And thank you for asking that.
Yeah, there's
right.
so much great advice, you know, to keep in mind with all these presents and, you know, things people are buying this time of year.
Yep. All right,
Yeah.
Sheriff King, thank you so much
Well,
for
thank
joining
you.
us. Merry Christmas.
Merry
Yeah, happy
Christmas to you, and
holidays.
thank you for having me.
Hopefully everybody stays safe,
Yes.
right?
Right.
All